Aloha all and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 64. I'm Paper Mario Guy. And one last little interesting fact that, I'm gonna go on because I've been talking about like little things that I find interesting about this game and its history, is that if you listen to Mario as he sleeps, you can actually hear him say like ravioli and like spaghetti and like Mamma Mia and a bunch of stuff. But anyway, the first thing we're going to do is talk to this toad over here, and hopefully he has something to tell us. There's something strange about that clock. As you jump inside, watch the position of the big hand. Oh, look what I found. Here, Mario, catch! So, this is the last star that you're going to get in the game from Toad. So, no more easy ones. And this will bring us up to 13 secret castle stars. Awesome. So I think there's only, what, one or two more or something like that? But anyway, this big clock right here is actually one of my favorite levels in the game. And it's recently one of my favorite levels in the game. And it's called Tock Clock. And something that you want to know is that if you jump in when it enters between 12 and 6, it will be, the platforms in the level will move a little bit slower. And if you move in from 6 to 12, it will be a little bit faster. Entering at 6 will be at random speeds, and 12, it will be frozen completely. So, pick your poison. If you think you're crafty, I don't know, go at a high speed. That's all up to you. But Tock Clock is one of my favorite levels in Super Mario 64. I'd probably put it in my top 3. And like I said, that's a recent development. And it's a recent development because I used to really dislike this level when I was a kid. Mainly for the fact that this level is probably the most difficult in the entire game. There's a lot of weird jumps that aren't exactly, the easiest in the world. And beyond that, like, I just never really appreciated the design and, all the little things that go into this level that make it so awesome that I now can. And in my last playthrough over the summer, I really kind of fell in love with this level, and I love its theme. I love its theme as in, like, I love the clock theme, and it has, the great music, of course, this, like, slider theme, which I love dearly, and its missions are cool and unique. It's one of the best vertical levels in the game. I like the, the variations of the level by, jumping in at a different time, and I just think that, it's a really, really solid level that I could, always enjoy, and definitely one of my favorites. And I don't know. I feel like this is like just brilliant platforming too. Out of almost all the levels in the game, I feel like this one does platforming the best, because when you think of platforming, you usually think of, like, 2D platforming and how hard it was to make certain jumps and stuff like that. And I feel like this is the only game that comes close to really matching, like, like the 2D difficulty. And you will probably die a bit, I won't lie. And it can get frustrating, and that's why I used to not like it. But, I've come to love the challenge of Tock Clock. And, I don't know, there's just so much to like. So I love this game, this level, and I just think it's fantastic. Something I actually have been interested and I haven't really asked yet, and I'm not quite sure why. I should have jumped in here. No, screw that. I don't feel like sitting on that. That's going to take forever. Something I've been kind of wondering from you guys is what your favorite level, or your favorite course, rather, is in this game, because, there's 15 of them, and, we haven't seen only one of them, but now you're kind of seeing, the last of the last, and, I'm interested to see, how many of you guys share the same favorite as me, which I don't think I've actually said, yet, what my favorite is, and I will once, we get to the end of the game and all that, but I'm kind of just interested to see, who is like me and, who has the same kind of interests Don't fall. Oh my god, this theme is addicting too. So addicting. But there we go with the pit and pendulums. And what I also like about this game is, or this course, is kind of the progression of the levels. I don't know. I really like the progression of the levels. Okay, so we're gonna actually go back because I came in while the time was stopped, and we're gonna get the red coins. Now I don't think it's impossible because I'm sure you can do it, but it's ridiculously hard to get the 8 red coins if you don't actually have time stopped. So if you ever accidentally stop time, go do the red coins now because it's, you know, the only way that you can really do it without wanting to tear your hair out. And if you accidentally stop time, know that there's a certain mission in this level that you actually cannot do because you need for the level to be moving. So keep that in mind. And then now we're gonna just come over here and grab it. So there we go. Not too bad. We actually haven't even had to do, you know, a lot of the hard platforming. There's only really 2 stars that have the really difficult platforming, and I just jumped in on 12, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this or not. I don't think so. I might have to die. Yeah, I'm gonna have to die. Ugh. Well, I have 15 lives, so it's not a problem. But, the Get a Hand mission, which is the one that we're gonna do, is actually the mission that, you cannot do if, you, have time stopped. So be wary of that because you can't, you know, do this. But I just made things a little bit faster so that this mission will go a little bit faster, although getting to the hand that we need to get to might be a little bit more difficult. But as you can see, these gears and these pendulums swing faster, and this is where the real challenge comes in. But, you know, I like a good challenge. Okay, alright, well, we just missed it, so we're gonna have to wait for it to come back around, but you can see the stars all the way over there, and we need to hop onto this hand and go it over, and you can see how high up this level is, and how it would be a problem if you had time stopped, so, there we go, and now it's just time to ride it over. I love that theme so much. That's why I paused, because I just want to listen to it. But as we're going to be doing more Tock Clock in this episode, because I'm really, you know, I really enjoy this level, I figure what I'll do in this, you know, I'll talk a little bit about what I think about this game, because I've talked a lot about what I think of this game versus Sunshine. I'm going to give you guys some of my thoughts on what I think of this game against the Galaxy games, specifically more like Galaxy 1, because I haven't played too much Galaxy 2, but, you know, Galaxy 2 is, you know, kind of the same thing. But, basically, Galaxy 1, out of the 4th main Series 3D games, is actually my least favorite of the bunch. And, oh, there are a bunch of contributing factors to that. And, I mean, I obviously still love the game. I'm doing a co-op over at Shadowy Productions channel, which was halted for a while, but at this point in time, especially as of this episode, upload should have resumed on that. But, there's a bunch of different reasons why I don't, you know, I find Galaxy to be my least favorite, but, one of the big things, about Galaxy that I did like, a lot of the stuff came from here, and that's what I like about Galaxy is Galaxy, I feel, took Super Mario 64's gameplay and perfected it. And I did just jump down again like an idiot. I think that's the best way I can put it. I feel like Galaxy took everything that 64 did as far as gameplay-wise and improved on it and added new features that made it even more fun, like the spin jump. Now, the reason Galaxy isn't my favorite is more of like a theme thing, and I just died again. See, this is what I'm talking about. You'll lose a lot of lives here. The whole theme thing, I've said that I like the balance of Super Mario 64, and except for, you know, maybe Shifting Sandland, I pretty much like all the courses in this wonderful game. The thing about Galaxy is that this game has a lot of memorable areas and a lot of memorable stars where I can, you know, vividly know exactly what you're talking about when you just name me the name of, you know, a mission in this game. Something I can't say for Galaxy. So when it comes to Galaxy versus 64, Galaxy definitely has it on the gameplay side, and it definitely has it on the epic side. But you know, some of the, you know, the little cutscenes and you know, the fun things that Galaxy does, this game just can't really, you know, it didn't really have the technology to do. And you know, I like the boss fights in Galaxy better as well. But you know, what I do like about 64 better is, like I said, its soundtrack, its flow, its balance, like all those things. But there are definitely some similarities between the two, and like you can see in, you know, some of the level design, and like you can just feel like there is some sort of 64 in Galaxy. And that's not necessarily a bad thing either. But I think that Galaxy just overall doesn't quite hold up as well against this game. On an overall level, if you took core gameplay, Galaxy I actually would give it to. But because, you know, I like to look at games as a whole package and not just one little aspect of it, this game just barely beats it out. And then, of course, you know, this game loses to Sunshine, and that would put Galaxy 2 at number 3 out of the 4. And if I had to compare this game to Galaxy 2, it's kind of the same deal for the most part. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of the same deal, actually. Come on, get up there. I know you could do this. Or we could just fall all the way down here. Alright, well, I'll go for a different star because we're getting up there on time, and I'll go for that caged one. But it's a lot of the same stuff, Galaxy 2 to Galaxy 1. Galaxy 2, though, the reason why I put Galaxy 2 over Galaxy 1 is, A, because it's a bigger, more fulfilling experience than Galaxy 1 is. It takes its great gameplay and basically replicates it with the addition of Yoshi, which is probably the best Yoshi gameplay out of any, wow. I don't even know what just happened. Probably the best Yoshi gameplay out of any Super Mario game to date, and has an overall superior soundtrack with more memorable tracks. So there's a lot of reasons why Galaxy 2 is better, but at the end of the day, it just is it's for the same reasons that Galaxy is not as well liked. Good thing my mic cut out. Okay. But yeah, it's just the same reason. But I don't know. I'm kind of walking around in a big room now, so I'm going to end it off here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode when we continue on Tock Clock and find out what Course 15 is. So see you guys then.